What makes a monster? Is it the fangs of a vampire, the scales of a dragon, or is it something more familiar, more terrifying because we recognize its parts?
I am the third revelation.
The monster of Paul Thomas Anderson Devil with Blood wears no mask.
We offer you the
He wears a
bond of
mustache,
family that
a
very
suit,
few oil
and a
men
hat.
understand.
His name is Daniel Delanville.
Anyone else?
He's not an alien invader or a mythical beast. He's a purely American creation. A creature forged in the silver and oil mines of burgeoning capitalist empire. A distillation of the very impulses we're taught to admire. Ambition, silver lions, and sheer will. But Daniel Delanville is more than just a character.
I've abandoned my boy.
He's a performance. A meticulously constructed edifice of alienation built by director Paul Thomas Anderson and actor Daniel Day-Lewis. In this video, we won't just be analyzing a villain. We will be conducting an autopsy on an American monster. We will dissect the blueprint of the script, study the architecture of Day-Lewis' legendary performance, and examine the foundation of filmmaking technique that isolates him in his own terrifying universe. Our goal? To understand not just who Daniel Delanville is, but how he was built, piece by brutal piece. Our first clue to understanding Delanville lies in what we are not told. The film opens with a staggering 15 minutes of near silence. No backstory, no explanatory narration, just a man alone against rock and earth. This is a deliberate creative choice from Paul Thomas Anderson, adapting Upton Sinclair's novel called Oil with a radical focus. Sinclair's novel is social and political, following the broader fortune of an oil family. Anderson strips that away. He excises psychology, context, and history. We don't know where Plainview came from, who his family was, or what a specific hurt drives him. This absence is the first brick in his monstrous construction. A monster with a relatable past is a tragic figure. A monster who emerges, fully formed from a hole in the ground, is a force of nature. Look at this first scene. He's completely alone in the middle of nowhere. No partners, no workers, just him and the earth. This isn't just a circumstance. This isn't just where he works. This is a choice. This is who he is. Plainview chooses to work alone because he doesn't trust anyone. He doesn't need anyone. This isolation isn't accidental. It's fundamental to his being. Look at his face when he found the silver. That's not joy, that's hunger. A baby is crying. The baby of the man who died in the accident beside Daniel. Think about what most people would feel. Pity, sadness, the urge to help. But Blainville looks at Blainville's face. No emotion. Calculation. He takes the child. Why? Let's be honest, not out of kindness. Not a child in need. Not a human being. He sees an opportunity. A business assist. Prop that will make him look like a family man.
I'm a family man.
A man with a child looks more trustworthy,
This is my son and my partner, H.W.
more respectable.
Is that your son?
A family man is easier to do business with.
Hi.
This isn't adoption, it's acquisition.
Did you know about me?
The relationship is defined by its commercial utility. HW isn't a son, he's a part of the sales pitch.
There are times when
A tool to make deals.
I look at people and I see nothing.
This is how Blainville treats all relationships, as transactions. People are evaluated for their usefulness. This explains everything he does later in the film. When HW becomes deaf in an accident, he's no longer useful. He can't help with the business, so Blainville sends him away. Cold, logical, transactional. The tool is a broken soul. He got rid of it. His famous speeches are masterpieces of performative civility. The script paints him as a charismatic salesman, but the subtext Anderson directs is one of barely concealed contempt.
This community of yours will not only survive.
Every smile is a maneuver.
I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Gene, good to see you.
Every handshake is an assessment.
Away somewhere else?
The blueprint is clear.
Tell me how to raise my family.
Plainview is not a man who loses his humanity.
I told you not to.
He's a man who consciously, strategically sheds it, piece by piece, viewing it as a competitive disadvantage. If Anderson's script is the blueprint, then Daniel Day-Lewis's performance is the awe-inspiring,
Of course you do. Of course you do.
terrifying architecture built upon it. This isn't acting in the traditional sense. It's a form of embodiment,
If we decide to drill for oil,
a creation of a complete physical and vocal psychology. Let's break down its key pillars.
going to come up here and drill, Eli, make the investment and do all the hard work that goes into it.
Day-Lewis modeled Plainview's voice on the legendary director Johnny Huston,
The well begins to produce. I'll give you
specifically Huston's performance as the monstrous, patriarchal Noah Cross in Chinatown.
all the hard work that goes into it.
I don't want to talk about those things.
It's a voice of old, hard-won authority.
One night I'm going to come to you inside of your house, wherever you're sleeping, and I'm going to cut your throat.
It's gravely, deep, and slow, not from stupidity, but from the weight of absolute certainty.
That's right.
It's a voice that doesn't need to raise itself to command a room.
Mexico.
Listen to it in the quiet moments. He savors words, uses pauses as a weapon.
For the Holy Spirit?
Contrast this with his private, furious moments.
Can't you do that?
The guttural grunts in the mine. The animalistic cry of a dreaming.
Drainage! Drainage, Eli, you boy.
Day-Lewis gives blame with the body of a wounded, resistant predator. The limp from his early mining injury is a constant reminder of his struggle with the earth. It doesn't slow him down, it gives his movement a relentless, bounding quality.
Didn't waste mine.
He doesn't just enter space, he invades it.
We have a
Observe his posture, a permanent state of physical assertion.
Bastard from a basket.
Well, this scene is the masterclass. Here the architecture cracks, and we see the seething rage within. The physical control is breathtaking. The trembling is not just anger,
Just from a basket?
it's the vibration of a pure, misanthropic hatred. Hatred for weakness, for dependency, for the very son who reminds him of a human connection he can neither fulfill nor
I'd like to
understand.
hear you speak instead of your little...
The way he looms over HW, filling the frame, is a pure, monstrous domination. Perhaps the most potent tool is Plainview's gaze. He has two moods. The first is the calculating gaze, the way he surveys land or people, assessing them for value and threat. It's cold, detached, like a surveyor. The second is the confrontational stare. He doesn't look away. He holds eye contact, not to connect, but to dominate,
I see the worst in people, Henry.
to challenge, to see if you will
I don't
flinch.
need to look past seeing them to get all I need.
A performance this big needs the right stage.
False prophet God is a super.
The filmmaking of There Will Be Blood doesn't just showcase Day-Lewis. It actively constructs the world that makes his monstrosity possible.
Where are you going to put it all?
This is the foundation.
Where?
Good day. Thank you.
Cinematographer Robert Elswit shoots the American West not as a place of community,
You the son of William Bandy?
but as a vast, empty resource.
Here?
No, he's out.
Where is he?
Told you he's out. Now what do you want?
Plainview is often a small, dark figure in a huge, beautiful frame. This doesn't make him look insignificant. It makes him look like a virus in a host body. He's the plot infecting the pristine landscape. The camera frequently lets him dominate the foreground with the evidence of his work, the derricks, the fires, scars the background. Johnny Greenwood's score is not a music in a traditional sense. It's psychological sound design. The discordant strings,
The whole ocean of oil under our feet. No one
the
can get
percussive shocks. They don't tell us how to feel about Plainview. They make us feel like what it is inside his head. It's the sound of anxiety, fracture, and looming violence. Crucially, in some of Plainview's most intense moments, like the milkshake speech, there is no score at all.
Drink it
The
up.
only sound is his voice. The word falls silent for the monster's sermon.
Orphan from a basket in the middle of the desert.
Daniel's end is not in a palace, but in a grotesque, self-built temple to his own isolation. The cavernous bowling alley is his ultimate domain. The scene with Eli is his final ritual. Every filmmaking choice here heightens the monster.
You understand?
You understand, Eli?
The low-angle shots make Plainview a giant.
Understand?
The cavernous space echoes with their voices.
Yes, he does.
She does.
The act of killing Eli is not just a murder. It's a sacrificial offering to his own ego.
I'm finished.
I'm finished, he declares. He's not finished with his drink. He's finished with humanity. He has achieved total, monstrous isolation. So why does Danny Plainview endure? He's not a cautionary tale in the simple sense. He succeeds wildly by his own terms. He amasses fortune and empire. He defeats all his rivals. He's the logical, terrifying endpoint of the mythology we so often celebrate. The self-made man, the rugged individualist, the titan of industry. He's a monster because he shows us what that looks like when stripped out of every saving grace of love, community, empathy, and faith in anything beyond the self. Day-Lewis and Anderson didn't create a caricature of evil. They built a meticulously detailed case study of a soul in total, willing atrophy. In the end, Plainview wins his war, but his victory is a void. He sits alone in the temple he built, with no one left to admire it, no one left to compete with, no one left to use.
You're lower than a bastard.
He's the American dream, realized as a nightmare. He's the monster in the mirror of our own ambition, asking us the most uncomfortable question. At what cost? So what do you think? Is Plainview a singular monster, or a reflection of something in the American character? Is he the exception, or the rule taken to its extreme? Let's discuss in the comments.
Here and here.
And if you want to see more anatomy of cinematic monster, subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for watching.